Good morning, students. Today we are going to discuss supply of money. Money supply refers to the amount of money which is in circulation in an economy at any given time is referred as supply of money. So money supply is determined by the price level and interest rate. When money supply is viewed at a given point of time, it is termed to be stock, and when it is viewed over a period of time, it is termed to be flow. In India, currency notes are issued by RBI, that is Reserve Bank of India, and coins are issued by Ministry of Finance, Government of India. The currency notes are also called as fiat money and legal tender. Now we will see the measurement of money supply. Namely, we have M1, M2, M3 and M4. M1 refers to the coins and currency in circulation plus demand deposit. Here, demand deposit refers to the current and saving account. M2 refers to M1 plus saving deposit with post office saving bank. M3 refers to M2 plus time deposit of all commercial and cooperative banks. So here time deposit refers to fixed deposit. M4 refers to M3 plus total deposit with post office. So M1 and M2 are known as narrow money, that is they are kept in liquid form, so the depositor can withdraw at any time. M3 and M4 are known as broad money. The depositor earns fixed rate of interest. He cannot withdraw the money at any time. Next we have the determinants of money supply. We have the currency deposit ratio, that is the money held by public in currency in a bank deposit is termed as currency deposit ratio. Reserve deposit ratio is reserve money is consist of two types, valid cash in hand and deposit of commercial bank with RBI. So valid cash refers to bank keep certain amount of cash for day to day transaction. So that is termed as valid cash. Next we have the cash reserve ratio, CRR. CRR is the amount of cash that the bank have to keep with RBI. Next we have the statutory liquidity ratio. So is a money which the commercial bank need to preserve in the form of gold, cash, government bond and securities. So we will see the example for CRR and SLR. For example, if we deposit rupees 1000 in a bank, the bank cannot use the entire rupees 1000 for lending purpose or investment purpose. They have to maintain a certain percentage of their deposit in form of cash and can be used only the remaining amount for lending and investment purpose. This minimum percentage, which is determined by the central bank, is known as CRR, that is cash reserve ratio, and SLR, statutory liquid ratio. For example, if you deposit rupees 1000 in a bank, CRR is being rupees 600, that is 6%, and SLR being 200, that is 20%. Then the bank uses rupees 740 for giving loan and lending for investment purposes. So the 60 and 200 are kept at reserve in Reserve Bank of India. So now today we have discussed about the money supply. Thank you, children.